The beaching of whales is one of nature's mysteries that has saddened spectators and baffled scientists for decades. But 3 pilot whales are alive now, despite beaching themselves last December. They were among 50 pilot whales, which ran aground in Massachusetts, half of whom died. But the 3 young whales were nursed back to health, and today, with radio transmitters attached, the 3 were released back into the wild. They were let go to join up with a large pod of pilot whales off Cape Cod. Something very unusual happened in Aberdeen Mall in Kamloops the other day, and we should warn you that the following story contains some scenes that you might find unsettling. It was a first for local dentist Alex McLean, and undoubtedly a first for the shoppers who witnessed it. 8-year-old Denise needed a root canal, so Dr. McLean performed the operation right in the middle of the mall. That's unusual enough until you consider the patient.
Trainer Dave Chovanec has a good working relationship with his cats. They travel all over North America together, performing in shopping malls. But there's trouble in this feline family. One of the lions needs a root canal. The first try in Denver about a month ago failed, and the animal is in pain.
She's very uncomfortable. She generally holds the microphone for me during the show. When I'm out performing with the lions, we have the microphone, she holds it. And she's been dropping it the last couple of weeks.
First, Denise gets a shot of general anesthetic. She doesn't like it, and neither does her trainer.
The dangerous part on putting these animals down is using this ketamine and wampum. It's a very dangerous drug. It's a safe drug if it's dosed right. There's a chance you can put them away.
No serious problems this time, though. The anesthetic does exactly what it's supposed to do. Those watching obviously empathize. Going to the dentist is nobody's favorite thing. Denise fights the drugs, but loses. Enter the dentist.
Is this the first time you've worked on a lion?
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever worked on a lion. Should be hopefully the same as working on you or me, just on a larger scale.
Half an hour later, the patient is finally under. She's moved into position and the lion surgery begins.
We're just doing a shave prep now before we make the incision.
This will be a difficult operation. Dr. McLean has to go in from underneath Denise's jaw because her tooth is so long, some 3 inches. A mall is a strange place to be performing any root canal, let alone one on a lion. But when the patient weighs 325 pounds, it's easier to bring the dentist to the patient.
Not to the tooth yet, that's what I keep marveling at. I'm half an inch in, and I still don't have tooth in front of me.
Well, this is the tooth. There's the crown that's in the mouth, and this root is in the bone. And what Alex has done is he's cut a window into the bone and has found the root, and he's cut through this portion, which is the diseased bit of the root, will be removed, and this portion here will be filled from within this window inside the bone.
How difficult is this procedure?
Well, it's certainly not easy in human beings, and it's probably a little more difficult in lions than in human beings.
Okay, what we're trying to do now is you can see, I don't know if you can get in there, but you can see where the root canal was done, and we're trying to get the remains of the root of that canine out so I can get in and fill it from the part that we're keeping from behind, and it's got to just be basically broken out. I initially thought this was going to be not all that dissimilar to humans, but I've changed my opinion.
Why?
Well, you become a little expert. They're built a little more skookum than we are. Okay, we'll make a hole in the bottom of the root on the canine that's left, and we'll put a silver filling in, basically the same as I would in your mouth.
The same material, just more of it. Denise needs 3 or 4 times the amount of silver you'd need for a human. The lion's been on the table for 2 hours, a learning experience for all.
She's all yours. Yes. Well, it looks good, yeah. Yeah, it looks really good. None of us really knew what we were looking for. Okay, we know that theoretically this canine is shaped like a half moon and it should be sort of here, and we went in there, and as it turned out, we bullseyed it. We were right on. But it was so far in and it was so much bone, it took me a lot longer to get there, and I was really concerned.
It's very hard. You know, I can work on somebody else's stock. but when it comes to your own, it kind of drains you and you almost want to pass out, you know. And it's like your kids, but you know that this root canal was definitely necessary, you know, when it was a major operation.
Denise will be out cold for several more hours. It could be a couple of weeks before she's able to perform again. But thanks to a people dentist, her toothache will be gone, which should make her one happy lion.